a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Wednesday, January 6th of 2020, and you're listening to episode 246 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ, and joining me today is Maluris.
I am here, yeah.
And Leo.
I am here.
Ford.
Good evening and Happy New Year, folks.
And I guess the others couldn't make it.
They were lame tonight. Or broken in Ryan's case.
Yes, we are very late. Thing is, it is Epiphany, so me and Kevin were at church, and already people are asking us to stay longer for stuff, but we left.
Is that what happens after Christmas ends?
Yes, Epiphany. That's when the wise men come to find Jesus 2 years after his birth.
Gotcha.
You Protestant.
And then Herod goes and kills every male child 2 years and younger.
Yes. So there's a lot of violence on Epiphany, traditionally.
Actually, I don't think that's not the reading for Epiphany. I don't know if that's the first Sunday after Christmas that's traditionally the reading for or not. Wait.
I thought that.
Actually, Kevin,
it is the
what we had that reading recently, though, didn't we?
Which reading?
The reading when Herod has all the children killed. I feel like that was in a recent sermon.
I don't recall that.
You don't recall that? I swear we talked about it recently.
I mean, you might have talked about it. Remember, I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I thought you were watching the stream services.
Yeah, I was watching the streams for services, but I don't recall him reading about Herod.
I swear it came out. Maybe it was just in a study or something.
It might have been. That's what I'm thinking.
So I forget when that reading is in, because we're on the 1-year lectionary there, which is a lot of churches use a 3-year lectionary now, including the Roman Catholic Church. We use the one the Roman Catholic Church used to use in the Lutheran Church until like the early 1900s when they changed it to a 3-year lectionary because people stopped going to church on days that weren't Sundays. All right.
Which is sad.
So yes, and that is relevant because today is Epiphany. And we're going to be talking about Ninjago.
How very different.
One of the reasons it took so long is because I had to clear room off my desk, is I did purchase Ninjago City.
Really?
He did it.
I thought I told you guys.
He did it.
I don't know if I want to say how much I paid for it.
Everything.
I also purchased the docks, but that's being shipped in from Russia.
Wow. Nice job. Did you find them for at least like a reasonable price? I won't say decent, but reasonable.
Reasonable for what is out there now.
Yeah, reasonable for being on the aftermarket and being discontinued for like 2 years.
I didn't pay more than double the original price.
There we go.
Yeah,
the art of the deal.
I'd say that's reasonable.
And I also think this podcast still has the wrong thumb. I actually put 216.
Yes, you did.
Oh boy.
It's been a rough day all around.
Yeah, it's been weird. So I'm sure people in America that are listening, you know what's going on today?
Peace, folks.
No, let's face it, you don't, because I don't either.
Nobody knows.
We don't know.
The honest people know they don't know.
I almost canceled this, but I figure when times like these, people need some normalcy to things.
Exactly.
That's what we should be promoting, is normal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we've done this in times of crises before.
Have we?
Elections, Bionicle getting canceled, more elections.
I miss it when Bionicle got canceled. 2016 was a pretty good year.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so much more peaceful.
Honestly, the worst times are always when Bionicle was around. Does that mean Bionicle's coming back?
Well, I mean, I've been building some like custom Bionicle stuff, so
It's your fault?
Okay, do you want to hear a strange
it's all my
series
fault, guys.
Do you want to hear a strange series of coincidences?
No, not right now. We should probably get into the topic.
But it's very, very relevant, I think. So you know how Australia was on fire earlier last year,
Mhm.
2019, right?
Mhm.
And how the Tokyo Olympics were canceled, right?
Right.
Well, in 1939, Australia caught on fire. In 1940, the Tokyo Olympics were canceled. And in 1941, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. So in
Don't give
2021,
them any
I foresee
ideas.
an act of war committed against the U.S.
Do not give them any ideas.
I mean, that may have already happened, so.
That
We'll
is
see.
true.
Mm.
But if we're going by precedent, we have until December to prepare.
Yeah, until December. Let's talk about Ninjago.
All right, so Ninjago City
Thinking of
Gardens
fake
was
Japan.
kind of revealed. We got it in a catalog image. And there's a lot to unpack, actually.
So what should we be looking at most here? Because there's a lot of
Everything.
stuff that pops.
I will say, by first look, I haven't got a detailed look. It may be my least favorite. It's hard to say. I haven't got a great look at the docks yet. I don't think it compares to the city just because of how much more empty space this one seems to have. That's not all to say it's bad, though.
Well, it can't be because that's Chin's Noodle House.
Yes, that's true. I mean, I guess we might as well go to that detail immediately then.
Being as
So,
the most
but-
important.
The thing that sticks out to me though is it's more spacious, but it's not cheaper. It's
Does it
like
have...
$100.
What is the part count on this one?
5,685 according to the catalog.
It
And what
might
was
have the
city?
most parts. Yeah.
What was city? I'm not sure what city was. I feel like you would know since you built it.
Well, here's the thing. I forgot. I bought the city. It was slightly used. Basically, it was just put together and put on a shelf.
Ah.
And so none of the pieces are sorted by bag. They're
Mm.
just sorted by part type.
So that's gonna take you a while.
Yeah, it's taken me a long time. Like that little bridge thing by the water took me so long to find all the pieces for today. Honestly, the water was the easy part because all the transparent pieces were in one bag.
See, Ninjago City was 4,807 pieces.
So this is more
for,
pieces.
I believe $300.
I think this might be taller than the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. The tower would certainly lend itself to. What is the
definitely
highest?
has a presence.
Yeah. What
It's
is the
just
highest
lack
point
of
in the
space is
city
a little
model?
concerning.
Well, currently on mine, it's the water.
Oh. But it has all these like radio antennas sticking out of the roof, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I am planning on getting this, which I assume it's going to release in the spring with the jungle sets. And we will see then. The thing also, the way I justified this is I figured these sets aren't going down in value anytime soon, so if I really
Yep.
need the money...
Price will only go up.
Another thing, all of the 2021 sets are supposedly out, but they won't ship until the 21st, so they're not
Also,
really out.
most of them are out of stock at this point. So.
Is that why they say they're on back order? I just thought they weren't ever available.
Some of them are on back order, but most of the ones that I have seen are just flat out of stock.
Oh.
You cannot order.
Ninjago never was up as far as I could tell.
Star Wars is pretty much impossible to get anything, except for like the Millennium Falcon might.
And like everything
that's
on
a-
Lego.com was sold out previous to this as well.
Yeah, and then like nothing else is up. Like none of the 2021 sets, from what I can see, are in stores or online on any other retailer except for Lego.
I assume they don't actually ship out till the 21st then.
I'm thinking that's the case.
And like that'll
Probably,
a
and I
chunk.
think part of it is because of. I think it's partly because of the UK. Because the UK is in Tier 4 lockdown, which means that they can't get any shipments of non-essential items,
Hmm.
and they
I
can't
thought-
be sold either.
I thought their lockdown still allowed manufacturing.
They
Or is that just
They don't
within-
manufacture in the UK though.
They might. I don't know, but I don't really know how much of it.
Because Games Workshop in the UK is still undergoing operations. I'm not sure
I would
if
assume
Lego would be of a similar stance in there or what.
retail
Well, I mean,
has
a
not
lot of-
closed
a
for the
lot
most
of-
part.
If you're on Brickset, then you would know that a lot of people are unhappy because most of those people live in the UK and they cannot get Lego right now, especially after the new sets came out.
I'm unhappy because Brickset charges sales tax now.
I'm unhappy about that too.
Like when I bought, because I bought both of these sets off of Brickset, that was a lot of sales tax.
Hmm.
Can I
I mean, granted, like I'm not like you. I make so it doesn't really.
Can you
too
write it
much,
off on your
but
income tax forms?
I don't. If I add up how much money I spent on Brick Set or Bricklink last year alone, that's a lot of money. It's probably the number one drain of my income outside of bills. So, sales tax is pretty significant. So anyway, though, going back to what I got on this, I assume the gardens will come out in the spring wave with the jungle sets, as the jungle sets still haven't even been listed. I don't know what that means for the show, but we won't get into that at this moment.
Also, you need to get this set if you want to get all of the golden minifigures.
Yes, it also has Golden Woo, which Mace, I believe, was claiming that would be a thing. We weren't sure just yet.
Well, it was just kind of, and I was like, oh, it's probably going to be in the garden. Here we are.
Which is also odd because we haven't seen the set which Golden Mia or was it Golden Kai?
I think it's Golden Zane and Golden Nia.
Okay, yeah. I assume they will be in fall sets. Then I hope they're not just canceled. That'd be awful.
Not.
Yeah.
Or summer sets, sorry, not fall. It seemed there might be summer and fall sets with this because now there's winter and spring sets.
Yeah, because otherwise your ninja collection would be incomplete again.
Yeah. There's holes in so many of these as it is now, which annoys me.
Why don't we start with the minifigures then?
Do you want to start with the minifigures? All right.
Well,
we were going to go into the structure, but then we went off into tangent. But I feel like this would be a good introduction.
You want to recenter our focus?
Yeah, we'll go over to the minifigures then here. So, we already talked about Golden Woo, which, interesting, okay. Then Young Lloyd, which is an odd choice, as again, this is the non-canon Young Lloyd, just like in the Destiny Bounty, though this one comes with Young Lloyd's hair, which I don't know if we ever had that piece before. We definitely didn't have it in a Ninjago set previously, though.
I mean, it's just the bowl cut, but I don't know if it's in that color.
Surely there's been a blonde bowl cut before.
Probably.
Let me see if I can find that.
I can't imagine there's any exclusive like headgear.
Name me a set with the bowl cut in it.
Ron.
Anything with Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
Hogwarts. Try Hogwarts.
Like one of the first versions of Hogwarts.
Of Mr. Weasley.
Okay, I found a piece, and let's see if we can find out what colors it's been in. It's brought me to Rebrickable. I don't see it in blonde on Rebrickable.
Really? Interesting.
Huh. Let me try Bricklink. Yeah, I don't see it in blonde here either.
Well then.
I see black, dark brown, dark orange, earth orange, and reddish brown.
Interesting.
Very cool.
So in that case, this is a part we haven't gotten before, so that does significantly bring up Lloyd's value. Overall, it would have been nice to have one a little bit more accurate, but oh well.
What are the inaccuracies with this one?
The face.
Green eyes.
Yeah, it has green eyes. And also the outfit. That is the outfit that Lloyd wore in March of the Oni.
Well, half of it anyway.
Yeah. Also, Zane and Kai are very boring additions as they've been released in many, many sets now. But whatever, it's kind of expected.
Why couldn't we get a casual Zane?
I don't know. I don't know. Because the old casual Zane from the movie is maybe the weirdest one overall.
It's certainly the dorkiest.
But the new Urban series of Ninja is something to discuss in itself. It'll start left to right here with Urban Cole. And so he is different than the last casual version. This is the third casual Cole we've gotten. We have the one with the jacket.
I like that he's happier now, but nothing will ever beat the Ninjago script AC/DC.
AC/DC.
That is strange, though, that he also has, like, the tank top with the rock stuff on it, which is not Show Cole-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just trying to, like, keep in the same vein as the CMF.
I mean, Jay's makes more sense, though. His is, like, less goofy than his movie variant.
That one, it reminds me of the variant of Kai in Ninjago City.
With the sports jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you see it? I mean, you have it now.
Kind of. Yeah, I think Kai's is zipped up, though. No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, I think it's open with the big shirt, right?
It's hard to see. Jay's very detailed, so...
Yeah.
Cole does have printed pants as the only one. But then of all these, Nia's is very disappointing, because that's the same exact torso print as the movie version, just with unprinted pants now.
Yeah.
So this is just an inferior version of her Ninjago City Chase variant.
Disappointing.
That's very disappointing. And since I doubt we'll get the other 3 Urban Ninja, though there's always so many versions of Lloyd from the movie in casual clothes that have very slight differences, they could technically throw that in. But Zane and Kai need one.
Is there any difference in the face and the hair for Nia between hers and the
No.
Ninjago City Chase?
No,
Not at all.
so.
I believe Nia only has one face print across any of the sets of the new ones. Let me double check that, though.
Has Nia's hairpiece come in different colors yet?
No. See, what they should have done with this version of Nia, they should have had the version of her from March of the Oni. You know, the casual clothes version with the blue outfit?
Oh, the kimono, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But I guess it's not really urban, you know?
No, it's urban for Ninjago.
That's true.
Because Ninjago is kind of anachronistic in that way.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking at all the Nias I've got here.
Though I suppose if, for being the 10th anniversary, they could have done something special. So it's probably just a cost-saving measure.
Yeah, all of Nia's minifigures that I'm seeing, including, like, the CMF one, have the same... Wait, nope. This one has a different face print. One side is angry, one side is slightly angrier. This is the black Wu Crew Nia I'm looking at now. I hope someone didn't sell me an inaccurate white Wu Crew Nia.
Well, there's like 2 different face prints. So there's one that's angry, and then there's one that's angry, and then there's...
Oh, the white Wu Crew Nia
one is one where it's like happy, and then there's another one that's angry.
The white Wu Crew Nia I'm looking at here, I believe that's the CMF one that came with the brown swords.
Yeah, I think that only
has the same expression that's like slightly smirky, but it only has one side printed.
Yeah, it was special.
Yeah, it's special by having less.
Yep.
Okay, so the Ninjago City Chase set has a different printing for Nia, which is the happier one, and that's the same one it looks to be as it's on this set. Though I swear another version of Nia recently had the happier version. Oh, I might be thinking of the Digi Nia, which all the Ninja got cooler new face prints in their Digi variants, which I wish we could have just kept, except for Kai. Kai's is awful.
Well, that was because he only had 1 life left.
Jay's is pretty nice. Cole's is kind of weird, too. Huh.
And then
The face printing is weird.
Yeah. The next one's Masako again.
Which is odd, because we've not seen this version of Masako before in the show. I guess I can make it past, because it's been like 5 years since the last time she was released.
Yes? Yes, I think so.
It would have been nice to get printing on her hair, though, to be more accurate with the show this time.
Yeah. Now what are you going to do?
Maybe the most disappointing one, though, that took up a slot here is Clutch Powers, as it's the same version, but without the belt.
I thought he was trapped in a lamp.
People get so hung up on that.
I gotta know what happens to Clutch Powers.
I still need to catch up on Ninjago.
Oh, yes, you do. Are you still in March of the...
I'm still in Sons of Gagmadon.
You need to do it.
I know. I've been watching the Marvel cartoons on Disney Plus, the 90s ones.
No, we've been watching Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I'll get there after I finish.
Have you ever seen Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
Of course.
Okay. It's so good. We're rewatching it now like it's even better than I remember it.
It's so jam-packed with so much, like, history of comics, just like in one season. One season you get so much good content.
Yeah, like every single episode is just like the only kind of boring ones I think were the origin ones are a bit slow. But yeah, there's just so much in every episode. All right. Anyway, going forward though, yeah, Clutch is the same one except without the black Batman belt. Ronin, I had to take a very close look at that. It's the first time I've seen Ronin since the Scrap Mech in Day of the Departed.
Wow.
Yeah, that takes you back, doesn't it?
What's he been doing all this time?
He's been in the show since, but like
Wait.
in March of the Oni, he had a speaking role last in Hunted.
Oh, right.
This hopefully means though that it'll be in the show again now because they didn't, as I believe Haley was saying the other day when she was on, they did not have a model of Ronin with the new animation studio yet.
Oh, so they had to like make one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So this is very similar to the original Ronin. He is back to that older chest plate that Mace really doesn't like because he thinks it looks like a turtle.
It does kind of look like a turtle.
However, it is a new version, as the belt is printed very differently. And the legs are also now, I forget what color they are on the original. I don't have that handy at the moment, but now it matches his shirt and right sleeve on the pants. Next up is probably the most interesting one here, and in this we finally get a release of the mechanic.
Yeah, like you and I when we were watching the
Prime Empire.
yeah, we were just talking about why didn't we have the mechanic as a minifigure when he was like he'd been showing up in the show a lot. Now
Did the mechanic first appear in the one was it in Sons of Oni or
No, it was first in I think March of the Oni he was there at the beginning, but he first appeared in Skybound when the ninja are in
Wait.
prison.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
You're
okay.
right. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh,
Right. I thought he first appeared in Sons of Garmadon, but you're right.
Nope, that was a return of him. Yeah, he tries to, and then of course he had like an episode in Ice Chapter. Is it fight? Yeah, it's Ice Chapter because the ninja are gone. I wish we could have swapped out Clutch Powers for Fugidub.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, Fugidub is like one of the best. Every season I think has introduced like a character lately that I really like. Cause like we got Korgon. Oh, which we need a minifigure as well. Korgon is great though.
yeah.
And then yeah, we've got Fugidub from previous year. But anyway, the mechanic, he does not have the specialized robot arm body, unfortunately. But he does have a gold molded arm, which is pretty cool. He doesn't have a new molded hat piece, which, okay, is kind of to be expected. It still looks good, though, with his printed
He's probably
head.
gonna come with, like, some kind of adapter for the arm to make it the flamethrower or whatever. They can do that. So
I haven't seen it in this, and I think they would advertise if they did,
you
but...
can't really tell from here, but I think it's just because all these minifigs don't have accessories. He probably comes with some kind of accessory to
yeah, we'll have
simulate.
to see. Now, because in the show it matches very close to the robot arm too, I will buy a second version of this, and I will attempt to recreate a more accurate version of the mechanic. Because you guys know what I'm talking about, like the CMF robot arm, you know?
Yeah.
gotcha.
Because that's very close to the show. You just need to, like, you'd have to find a way to invert it and put a cone piece on it, though. There's ways that can be done, I'm sure.
There was that one cyborg minifigure for Justice League, I think.
You're right, yes.
Maybe I would do something with that. Oh, that might have been the right arm instead of.
Yeah, I'd have to check. I forget if we've had both arms or just one of the arms.
The only other thing I can think of, it's only because I'm looking at it now, on the Red Boy minifig.
Red Boy.
He has that like power glove thing.
The ape hand.
Yeah. Well, not really the ape hand.
Well, that's
like,
why I first remember seeing it in Chima.
I think it's been in Chima.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Cyborg minifigure, like not the Cyborg Justice League Cyborg.
Yeah, the robot.
The Justice League movie Cyborg.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the I think it's like series 2 or 3 CMF. I feel like the Blacktron Cyborg.
No. I'm talking about the movie version.
Well, I'm talking about this one because he has the robotic arm too.
Yeah, that one on the his right arm.
Oh, that one. Okay. I was talking. Oh, okay.
I know. I was actually looking up movie Cyborg.
There is a CMF robot that had that as well.
Yeah. I think that actually just came back for one of the Lego Movie 2 minifigures, I think.
I believe so. Benny had it.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
I actually
Oh,
still have a Benny Space Squad unopened under my bed. I could cannibalize it to make a mechanic.
I don't
Or
think
you could
it's
sell it.
Oh, and
for
also we're
profit.
going on if this is the left or right arm. That arm is straight.
Okay, that's fine.
So
that works.
yeah, we can. So that could totally be a mechanic arm. I'm trying to get a picture of it in the podcast here. There we are.
Also, the other minifigures in this set are just like whatever.
We'll go to them in a moment because I still do want to cover them.
Civilians, who cares about them?
Hey, there's a lot of information packed into these.
By the way, if anyone is interested in buying minifigures from Ninjago City, I'll give you a good deal on them because I have duplicates now. Not just you guys on the podcast, like everyone listening as well.
Oh, so you got them complete.
Yeah, totally complete.
Wow.
I'm trying to get the picture of the cyborg in here, but it doesn't want to post. So we're just going to have to go past that for now. But I'm going to come back to this later. I do see the movie variant cyborg you're talking about for it as well. That one could work. That one is specifically a right arm, though, and it doesn't match the mechanic quite as well.
That can't work for you then. So that stinks.
And
Anyway,
in the show, his arm is usually portrayed as more orange. So, overall, this might have been the better route for them to go, just looking at what we have available. It would have been nice to get the bowler hat molded with the, like, Ninjroid eyepiece, but, you know, whatever, I'm not going to be too picky. This is pretty good, and I'm, like, looking at it compared to the show. There's been several versions of the mechanic in the show too, is a thing, because the first one is the prison mechanic, where he has like his prisoner garb.
Mm-hmm.
And
this
then
is like classic as it can get.
Then there's Sons of Garmadon mechanic, which I believe is the same one that carries over into Ice Chapter, and then into Prime Empire. Yeah, it seems to be. So this one, the jacket is a little more complete just because they couldn't do the way that his body's completely metal on the left side as well with that, because, you know, torsos can't be dual molded. So that makes sense that they would change that.
Right.
He also has, instead of having a trench coat that goes all the way down his legs and printing that, because again, that's harder to do and look good, he has dual molded legs with boots, which is not a bad change overall. In fact, okay, it does look like in later versions from, Prime Empire, he does have the boots. He just didn't have those in Sons of Garmadon. So yeah, I found a more recent picture of him. I am posting in our chat here. So you guys can see, from Prime Empire, he does have the boots, so those legs are very accurate, actually, to Prime Empire. So overall, the more I look at it, I'm pretty happy with the mechanic here, and it's just nice to get someone from the show that we've never gotten before. So then, Cece, as far as I can remember, has not appeared in the show. She looks kind of like one of the mechanic's henchmen from Prime Empire, but I can't confirm that. I've not had a chance to.
He has some kind of hover scooter in the set, so that's pretty cool.
Christina, actually, a notable thing about this is she has a print that was previously only available in, I think, a European Legoland exclusive set.
Is that the hoodie? The shirt?
The shirt.
Oh, okay.
The green Lloyd shirt.
Because I know there's a version like a green, like a green ninja hoodie.
Yes, that one is in Ninjago City.
Set.
That's a different one. Yes.
Okay.
That one features kimono Lloyd. This one features, I believe...
No, I think there's a Green Ninja hoodie print in the City Townhouse set, or the Modern House, or whatever it's called.
Maybe this print has been used there as well, then, in that case, and I just didn't realize.
Those new road plates, that's why I only know about it.
Okay, they might just be using this print more widespread. That's likely the case.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got some other people. Kyoto
Yeah.
kind of reminds me, or Kaito, whatever. Kaito. He kind of reminds me of that one detective guy. You know who I'm talking about?
Uh,
I think he was also first introduced in Skybound.
Oh, with the bun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The
Bad cop guy.
Did he arrest the
Your
ninja?
mustache.
He interrogated Misako, I think.
Interrogated Misako. Oh, I should rewatch Skybound.
That just
That's a
had
good
5
season.
o'clock shadow, right?
I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember it fully.
He reminds me sort of him, so it would have been
Yeah,
nice
that
to
might
actually get him in there. But oh
Mhm.
well. It's interesting too, like the Dox is the lowest of all of these because, you know, like in the city we got Mother Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Ford, I just realized I have an extra Mother Doomsday now, so I can complete your Sig Fig.
Hey, you can.
Wait, no, never mind. I don't have the head because it came with that one expensive set with the car.
Wait,
So I still need that.
That was car.
Some Speed Champion set that's fairly pricey these days.
Oh, I mean, like, just get the head. It's fine.
No,
Honestly, like, the head in that is actually like an updated version of the one that I actually use now. I'm not actually using the one from the Speed Champ. Oh, you mean that one? Okay, I'm actually, yeah, on mine, I'm just using a very basic classes
okay.
head print. I'm not using.
You were for a
that
while the Speed
one.
Champions, when I recall.
I was, but then I got glasses.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking of. There's a glasses one in the
So-
Speeds Champion set that I'm thinking of, though.
There is, but that's an updated version of the one that I have on there, and the one that I have on there is like 2005 or something.
Mhm.
So it holds up.
All right. Where was I? But yeah, then this one we have the mechanic. We had Mistake in the Dox that looked nothing like Mistake from the show, to the point I don't even consider actually Mistake. Do you guys recall that?
Not really, no.
Yeah, kind of.
Let me get a picture here.
But you are right; it didn't look like.
So and let me see if I can get this. Google hates me downloading images in the format the podcast will take now. Like, OBS doesn't like the format of these images. But let me here just stream the browser for a moment. No, that's a bad idea. Just a moment.
There's
I'm
also
trying.
a robot. I don't know how they built it, but I'm very interested in how they did it. His name is Scoop.
Yeah, I like that robot a lot.
He has a hard hat. It's very nice. I like it.
It's like a hard worker.
There's also Tito, and I'm a little
Wait.
upset by his.
Tito, you mean the Serbian dictator is in Ninjago City Gardens?
Sure, whatever. His name is Tito, and his torso print is, I think, the same as the Cole from the Ninjago City Docks. I want to say. I might be wrong about that, but I think it's the
No, that's
same.
different. His
it's
jacket
different.
is green here. Cole's is black.
Have I seen that before?
Man, they really failed to capture Tito's likeness with this minifigure.
Well, maybe they did, but the hat is, hiding all of it. It's hiding that really, actually, kind of nice hair.
Okay, so now
The Iron Curtain at least gets you good hair products.
So there's Mistake from the show, and here is Mistake's minifigure. Uploading that.
Well, remember, it's the movie version, so everything is worse.
The Dox was after the movie, really.
But it's still the movie version.
And either way, Mother Doomsday matched the show.
Yeah.
But did he have a Galador shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's where they go.
He did after the fact.
Yeah,
You're
so-
right.
So,
Galador is canon in Ninjago.
interestingly,
guys.
with Masako, her shirt matches the show, but nothing else does.
Yeah, it stinks.
Which, honestly, they could have just gotten rid of the glasses and it would have matched pretty closely, but Masako's never worn glasses.
Yeah, I mean, like, easy mock-up, just get rid of the glasses, put on a hat.
Is
That's
there
it.
any other old lady
Hmm.
prints of her?
I'm sure there are.
And this minifigure comes with the docks.
Yes, it comes with the docks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she almost always wears a hat as well. So yeah, I'm very disappointed in Masako when I actually didn't even notice that the shirt was somewhat accurate before. It just doesn't have the feel. You know, that's what's most important, is even if the minifigure is not accurate, that it has the feel of the character, and this one does not. The mechanic does have the feel of the mechanic, easily. So I am happy with that. Also, Sensei Wu's dog comes back for some reason.
Where
First
was
appearing-
Sensei Wu's dog?
Never in the show. Just in the Wu Dragon set. In, Possession.
You see, this one is less cool because he does not have a crossbow to his side to use against ghostly enemies. So,
So, yeah.
moving on. Those are the minifigs. How about we actually get to the set?
Oh, yes, there is more
The
set.
only part that matters is Chen's Noodle Kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
That is pretty close to the show, and I'm very happy. Again, I guess technically the docs had two, but we've had locations from the show in every single one of these as well. We had Mother Doomsday's comic shop previously in the city, and then
Dareth's
in the docs,
Dojo.
we had Dareth's Dojo and Masako's tea shop, technically. Even though now the tea shop had a very definitive look since Sons of Garmadon, it doesn't match that at all. Chen's Noodle
Perfect.
Shop, though, it matches, like, very, very close to the look and feel of the show.
Right. And then there's also the Museum of History.
Yeah, I don't really count that one, though, because it's not, the Museum of History in Ninjago is huge, and
Right. I mean, like,
It's
you're
like its own
integrated
building.
build. You kind of have to, you know.
I'd like a
that way.
UCS of just the Museum of History for Ninjago.
But is that really ever going to happen?
Maybe?
Eh, who knows?
Probably
like,
not if they've just stuck
It's a
it in
decent
here.
enough attempt. It gets the job done in the space that it has, I feel.
It's alright.
It's even got the cameras. They're important.
And apparently we have a Ninja Zone and Ice Planet Ice Cream Shop. Ninja Zone...
I like that Ninja Zone has the Prime Empire game on there.
There's also probably a Bionicle reference in here somewhere.
We just
There better
have
be.
to see it.
The Ninja Control
Enhanced.
Tower is interesting. I'm surprised they didn't try to make it like a Borg tower.
That's what
Is
I
the
thought it
Ninja
was
Control
at first
Tower supposed to be
before I saw the
referencing anything?
label. I'm a little disappointed in that. That's another thing. We still haven't gotten Cyrus Borg like regular.
That's true also,
Yeah,
which
we don't-
is okay, that's the strange thing. Like Cyrus Borg's like regular face print in the set he came in lacks glasses. Well, Masako's has glasses added.
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like that would have been a good inclusion here instead of like.
Likely they're going to do another one of these. So,
I mean, if they just want to make a set based on the tower, go right ahead. You know,
that
just
would
make
be
it taller than
hard.
this. That's the thing. You
See,
gotta
I
make
mean,
it
I could
tall.
almost like take Borg Tower in a scaled down version in one of these though, because it like just to perspective it would make
Well,
sense.
That's why I thought that this was gonna be
Yeah.
the tower. It
Right.
looks so much like it too, almost.
Yeah.
I
Borg
mean,
Tower
even,
looks
like-
closer to like Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated, honestly.
I mean, even that that one tower that's kind of like supposed to be in the respective background in Ninjago City kind of looks like it. Almost.
Oh, I just realized this says when the set's coming out. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah.
We're all blind then.
You can get early access on the 14th,
Well,
and then it's worldwide
Widely available February 1st.
widely on the 1st of February.
Thing is, I'm not sure if I will buy the early access because I just got these other two. And I don't know if the docs will even be here at that point. It probably won't.
If you order it on January the 14th, it'll probably be there by March. So you should be good.
This set?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it'll come fairly fast in that case.
I mean, LEGO has been known in the past to ship out sets before you actually have the money. At least for me, it has shipped things out to me before the payment goes through.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah,
But
LEGO
considering
ship stuff.
how badly shipping is right now, I wouldn't put
Well,
it past them to
just
delay it.
before Christmas, I had gotten an order, and it came in less than 24 hours.
Okay.
That was then.
From
This is
LEGO,
now.
you mean?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like I always get things like next day or the
It's
day
like-
after when I order from LEGO.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's just because I've been dealing with Hasbro and their awful distribution lately. I ordered something in July last year on my birthday and didn't get here until December, just before I left for Christmas. So,
Yeah, that's not been my experience with LEGO.
yeah, I'm so glad that LEGO's better. Anyway, I want to know what the hidden room.
I don't know.
see
It's
it?
hidden.
Mm.
Also,
I
it's calls it the
know.
Ninja House here. Which I guess so that whole tower is supposed to be the Ninja House.
Wait, Ninja House.
Yeah, on the right hand side it says Ninja House measures over 73 centimeters high, 44
okay.
centimeters long. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, that's like the control tower, the hidden room.
I really want to
museum.
see alternate views of this as well. Okay, also, is it just me? Or when you see Ronin down there in the city itself, does his bandana look green instead of black?
It is green. It's a dark green.
Okay, because it looked black in the minifigures.
Yeah, it came with, Von Geist from Hidden.
Okay, that's a bit more better than the black then.
It's hard to
But I
tell.
really want to see what it looks like from the other side. Also, I really don't feel like it has a gardens feel. This is really Ninjago City too.
Yeah. They
Like-
tried.
There's a tree there, but that doesn't seem like it's enough to make it a garden.
I
It's
feel
gonna
like the
grow
city has more
into it,
garden to it
and
than
they
the
kinda
garden
built around
does.
it. That's the thing. I think we have views of this. I feel like maybe this is just one. Maybe there's more like flora on the other side that we're not seeing.
Yeah, possibly. We will
mean, there's,
see.
like, pieces of vegetation here and there. Maybe that's why they call it that. You know, because it's not just like the one tree in the center. There's like
I think it's also because they
cherry
couldn't call it the city again.
Yeah, like there's cherry blossoms on the top and stuff like that. I don't know. It looks. I don't know if it looks more colorful than Ninjago City or not. It's hard to tell. I feel like maybe Ninjago City. is a bit more
It's just
flare.
from the bottom feels weirdly like there's like the gap in the middle of the bottom makes it feel weirdly hollow, and I want to know what the other side looks like because of that.
It feels more empty. That's the problem.
I
There's
would.
not enough galaxies.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like the bottom and the second row both have gaps, and that's kind of right in the same place, so it's kind of looks very open.
And I want to. It might depend. It might just be a perspective thing. I want to know what's on the other side. So
And that's another thing. Like, even in Ninjago City and the docks, they both had gaps, but they weren't this egregious. You know?
yeah, I just really want more pictures. And again, if it's early access in like less than 10 days, we should have more pictures.
They're probably waiting for like a reveal. Watch the big reveal be tomorrow. I feel like that's what always happens with this show.
Yeah. At least now it's live, so we can't be wrong when this is out. But
Yeah, that's fair.
trying to see if there's anything else here. Actually went on about this for much longer than I expected.
Hey, we can talk about anything.
I mean, it's certainly, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on pictures. Hard to really get a closer look at what's really going
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll probably have more to discuss if we get like, some 360 views and whatnot.
on. Here's what we do. Liam, buy the set and then we can go.
Like I said, though, I'm probably going to get it a little bit later into the spring at this point, though, just because I've already dropped a lot of money, and I want to get those legacy sets, and, you know, I feel like if I get all 3 of these at once, then I got all my big building done for the year.
I still need to get that gun alley. Ugh.
So, we have a bit more time. Let's discuss the Eternals sets, because
Oh boy.
these are good. And I'm surprised. This is like some of the most interesting stuff that Marvel superheroes has ever done.
It
Glad
is
that I'm
certainly
the first
interesting.
to say that they're good.
You don't
I
think
had
they're
no
good?
hope- Well, I had no hope for these sets, and then I saw them and was like, these are awesome.
Yes.
So, first up, we have the Rise of Domo. I don't know what that thing is, some space pie, but
It's a spaceship. Yeah.
it looks really cool.
And it does.
I like
it
those,
looks really
3x3
nice.
disc pieces.
The minifigures all look really cool. And also, that's a new print of a Sphere's staff there. That's interesting.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
We got like
Interesting.
this not big fig, more like the Sentinel fig type figure.
Yeah.
I guess Groot
Now-
also used that build, but
I would like to ask 2 things. One, Leo, both
Yes.
are directed to you. Who are the Eternals? And 2, who are the Deviants?
So the Eternals and the Deviants are very related in Marvel lore. So back in the early 80s, late 70s, when Jack Kirby was having free reign to do a bunch of stuff, they began this mythology in one of the Thor comics where this race called the Celestials, who we've been introduced to nominally in the Marvel movies, came to Earth and seeded it with what would become the human race. There were 2 races to it, more or less. There were regular humans, and there were the Eternals, and then the Eternals have a deviant strain called the Deviants. The Deviants are supposed to be these, I guess they're like purple, blue-skinned people who are angry at the Eternals for being better than them, so they wage war.
so it's racism.
Yes. The issue that I'm having with this, and this is more of a movie direction thing, what the heck are they doing to the Deviants? Because I don't really remember them looking anything like this.
It might be a Lego thing too.
Perhaps. But I'm like, so the four-legged creature there, that's not a deviant that I remember, because Thanos is a
Apparently
deviant.
They all look like that, except
And
Thanos
Thanos
is-
doesn't look like this. Yeah, that's why he has the purple wrinkly chin. He's a
Oh.
deviant.
And that's why his brother looks human? Because isn't Star Fox his
Yeah.
brother?
Star Fox is his brother. Yes.
Star.
Marvel is weird. Okay.
You can thank Jim Starlin for that part.
Trust me, if you, Star Fox is like a really big hole to go down because Star Fox got Me Too'd before the Me Too movement.
Yes.
Bruh.
Yes, he did. He is a very interesting character. Marvel Cosmic in general is very interesting.
And a mess.
And a mess, yes. I've been building up my collection of back issue comic books, and I have roughly all 50 issues of Volume 3 of the Silver Surfer, and it is interesting how many callbacks that Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin make in that run to stuff that was about 20 years old at that point, so now 40 years old now. There's a lot to cover.
So we have
And I
one
doubt
other
this movie
set.
will do it that much justice. We have several other sets.
I thought there's only
What's
2 we
that?
have pictures of so far.
No, we have the Domo, Arsham's Shadow.
Arsham's
Deviant
Shadow
Ambush,
was the only one. We already
and
talked about the
Eternals.
Domo.
There's Deviant
2
Ambush and
other
Eternals Aerial
sets.
Assault. Deviant Ambush is one I want to talk about.
Okay. Well, okay, I found a Deviant's Ambush. Just a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, the Deviants are all monsters in this case, it seems.
With very strange looks.
Yes.
think those are new hand pieces.
So this is more to do with the movie itself and not the set. So the creature they are fighting.
Okay.
What do they call it in the thing right there?
In the set, they just call
Fighting
it
deviant.
six-legged biting deviant.
Yes, Gilgamesh. I'm going to post a picture for you. Gilgamesh is the guy being plastered on this cover. Does that look like a six-legged creature to you?
Gilgamesh was an Avenger?
Yes.
Dude. Gilgamesh is the dude with the big hands.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused by that.
Leo, I thought you knew what you were talking about.
I did know what I'm talking about. The wording of this confused me. Because it says Makari and the exclusive Gilgamesh dash a posable six-legged deviant. Oh, I see. That's never mind. I'm a fool. Continue. Why does Gilgamesh have hair like that? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Ask the actor that plays him.
He should have had longer hair. All right. Now that I've made a fool of myself, it does have Gilgamesh, and I'll be very curious to see what they do with Gilgamesh.
Well, threshold is $30.
Yep, I might get this one for Gilgamesh.
The movie might be that the deviants like transform into monsters. It would be weird that they'd have Thanos and not talk about him being a though.
It doesn't really come up, is the thing.
Yeah, also Thanos' origin in the comics is really messed up. Just like, again, Thanos looking the way he does in the comics makes way less sense than it should.
He's literally a mutant. He is the equivalent to the Eternals, what the X-Men are to humans.
And he should have just been an alien.
Nah, well, that's what he was in the Marvel movies. He was just an alien.
But that makes a lot more sense.
Nah, the connecting him with the Eternals of Titan is a sweeter deal.
They should have just made his... I don't know.
Well, so here's the thing with...
So that means Thanos is technically human in the comics. Or derived from human.
Indirectly, he is human from the comics, because the Eternals of Titan come from the Eternals of Earth.
So... Man, that's messed up.
It makes perfect sense if you don't think about it.
It makes Earth way too central in all of this stuff.
Well, that's the weird thing about Earth. It's always been central in the comics.
Yeah.
Because it's at the center of a space lane, apparently, that the Kree and the Skrulls and the Shi'ar all fight for.
Yet, they don't come around until the 60s.
Well,
that's when...
Well, no, Kree were there before, because they had to plant the Inhumans.
That's true, but then that was like way before humans. Let's go to the next set.
Okay. Eternals Aerial Assault. It's not much to say.
Aerial Assault? Oh, I missed that one too.
It has Icarus, which is cool.
Did he fly too far?
Is Icarus the kid?
No, Icarus is the guy with the laser shooting out of his eyes.
I don't know who that is.
Who's the kid?
Sprite. I don't know much about Sprite. I have only a few comics with the Eternals in them. Most of them are from the 90s with Cersei, when she was with the Avengers. The ones I have that include Icarus are from about the mid-80s.
I can tell you something about Sprite.
Yeah.
Coke.
What?
Hush.
Oh. Yeah, we're moving on. Next up, this one's my favorite.
Yes.
This one's really good.
This is just a cool set in general.
Yes, he is.
So, it's just Arishem the Centaur?
Arishem, the Judge.
So, tell us a little bit about Arishem.
From what I can tell, his first appearance was in Thor number 300.
Right.
I do not have that issue yet. I am looking for it.
I kind of want this now.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say real quick, those feather-looking pieces on deviant monster things are actually kind of cool. They're like glitterly translucent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what is his like thing with the Celestials, or is with the Eternal people, whatever?
So they're kind of like the Eternals are godchildren to the Celestials, basically. That'd be how I put it best. The Celestials go around to the planets that they seed with life every so often, and they judge whether the life is worthy of continuing or not. And that's kind of Arisham's deal.
Ah.
So what I reckon from these sets, the plot of Eternals is going to be the Deviants mucking up trouble on the eve of the Celestials returning. And the Eternals are going to have to prove to the Celestials Earth's worthiness of continuing to survive. That'd be my guess.
There is a possibility the Deviants won't actually even come up in the movie, and Lego's given something totally different.
That is also true, because no studio tells Lego anything after what happened with Civil War.
Now, also, this Arisham Shadow set makes me think how much Ninjago needs kaiju sets.
Yes.
Because
this is cool.
We have so many mechs in Ninjago, but we don't have, many things for them to fight.
That's
We're
true.
gonna have this guy fight.
We need just a wave of kaiju for Ninjago.
That would be a cool theme to go with, though, just in general.
We kind of have the Oni Titan, but that was not great. It was kind of, bland.
Make the Oni Titan. You're already remaking or they're already making for the first time the Overlord Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You can make the Great Devourer.
We have a few evil dragons, but we need other things. Yeah, like a Great Devourer, they can remake that into a kaiju.
Tiger Widow, maybe?
Nah, not big enough.
No.
There could be just new kaiju. Just,
what?
make the big mech-sized things, but as creatures. Make them, have giant mouths and claws and stuff. Just something the size of the mechs that they can fight.
But why fight them when you have, mechanic?
Because everyone else is tiny compared to the mechs. The mechs have nothing to fight. The ninja have way more firepower than all of the villains.
I mean, they remade Zane's mech, and they called it the Titan Mech Battle, but they didn't even include the mech for him. So you're right.
Yeah, and I don't think the villains
mech that he's supposed to fight
need more mechs either. They can just be creatures. That would be something unique and cool. Like this set. Make a giant creature with this style of build. That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
It would be very cool. I like how this chest glows, though. That's neat. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we gotten a light brick that is just transparent in color, not red? Before?
Yeah. There's been several. There's one in Hagrid's hut back in 2010.
I've only gotten the red ones before, so.
There's the yellow one that came with Hagrid's hut.
Oh, I remember the
Was
yellow
that
one,
you?
actually. I didn't have one, but I remember it.
I thought it was
The red
translucent.
one.
I know it was a yellow light, but I don't know.
Alright, and that's actually going to do it for us today. We've still got to talk about the ideas news lately, so we'll probably talk about that next week here. That is depending on if nothing else comes up before that. Lego's also got a new theme coming out, which I'm not sure what to think about. So, we will probably not talk about it till we have more information. Alright, but as always, be sure to like the video, subscribe, help us change that subscriber ratio. Most of the people listening now are not subscribed. Also, be sure to comment and share the video. Apparently, also, it's very important to tell people to subscribe to the channel in videos. We've always kind of done it, but I will stress, apparently that is important. I would still like this podcast to reach other people. Not the type of content that YouTube wants, but it is still something we enjoy doing, and it would be great if other people got to enjoy it as well. Alright, and for Ford, Leo, Malurs, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we will see you on the next episode.
All right, about on what?